What's going on, you guys? Thank you for joining me at the podcast version of Divinely Autistic. Anyway, I am your host, speaking Malik Shanti. So thank y'all for joining me here. And I want to give y'all the January version of my scans, my measurements, and a few things that I wanted to share. So let me sit back. Let me show you my biceps. Ooh, I think they're a little bit more leaner now. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all had a good month. Everything is going good with me. Everything is going good, actually, everything. And so here I am today. I'm down in my dungeon here. It's a little cool down here. So, of course, I got my cap on, but I already told y'all my love for my cap. So you may hear the mic come in. It's a little bit come out. I don't know. It just depends. I'll get better. I don't have a studio. If I had my own studio, we wouldn't have to worry about a lot of this stuff. But let's go ahead and get into a lot of these things. So I want to do my measurements, okay? And then I'm going to say my measurements from the last month. Okay, so now today is actually currently is the 10th of February, okay? When I'm doing this podcast, by the time you see it, it may be later. But the numbers that I'm sharing are from February the 2nd. Okay, so weights and everything could be off, within a matter of a few days, but maybe not too much, So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it first because I know I can overtalk and I don't want to talk too real long. So let's go ahead and start with the measurements right now. Okay, so my measurements on my neck was 17 inches around the neck, 18 inches on my arm. So I'm gonna show you the previous ones. Okay, now I did measure my chest, but for people to know, you come across nipple or just a little bit above the nipple or right below it, just a tad bit. But when you understand, when you start to gain size in your chest as well as your lat area, your lats, once you start gaining size in your lats and everything, you'll notice that the chest, your measurements might get bigger because your lats grow out. So it's going to create more thickness. Your back get thick, it's going to create more inches. So if the inches of your chest goes up, that might be a good sign. Now, upper stomach is kind of like right there as the stomach begin to push out. I measure that too. And I want y'all to see, even from this image, I look pretty cut, pretty lean. I'm like, dude, it's coming, man. It's emotional. You know what I'm saying? Everything you're working hard for is actually working. So watch. So the upper chest, the upper stomach was 47.5 inches. The middle of my stomach, which is right at the belly button, just about, was 49 inches. Below the belly button was 51. Of course, we always had that little pooch that sit out. I think women call it a fupa. I'm not going to really tell you what that means acronym wise. My hips measured in at 20. Wow, I forgot to write the rest of it down. My hips measured at 47. My quads or thighs measured at 29. My calves at 19 inches. And at the time of me doing the measurements, I weighed 314 pounds. Now, congratulations to me, because I currently weigh 308 pounds today. So I'm making it, y'all. I'm doing it good. I started the journey at 319, but just a couple days right after that, I started to gain some weight. So my overall highest weight was 321. So from January the 8th, I'm going to say I was at 321 or 9th or 10th, but it don't matter. At the beginning of this thing, the beginning of my year journey, I started at 321 and currently sitting at 308 in 4 weeks. So y'all, I'm cutting. I told y'all, you're like, well, hold on, you're cutting? Yes, I am cutting right now, cutting down to the 280s, hopefully by March, at least the first or second week in March. If I can, I succeeded. If I didn't, okay, I still didn't lose. I just failed to get where I want to get to. Okay. Now I even got my scans here from last month, scans for this month, but everything I'm talking about is the transition from the very first day to the 2nd of February. So everything after the 2nd of February, you don't know anything about those measurements yet. And you see what I'm saying? Okay, but I told you what I currently weigh, which is 308. So now, if I can share about last time, my neck was 18 and now it's 17. So I lost an inch around my neck. My arms was measured at 17, but now is 18. So I did gain I did gain an inch on my arms. Okay, which is pretty good. My chest measured at 51 and a half, and now it's currently at 53. So you see, I'm gaining size in my chest, but obviously because I'm probably gaining muscle. But we'll get that in the scans here. Upper stomach. These all you want to go down, okay? So my upper stomach measured at 49 inches and now is currently at 47 and a half. So you see I lost some inches there. Right at the belly button, the middle stomach is 50 and a half. And as you see, it is 49. So, look at that. I went from 50 to 51 and a half. 50 and a half to 49. My lower of my stomach was at 51 and a half, and now it's 51. So I only lost like a half an inch in my lower stomach. But however, I'm still losing. I don't care if it's a half or a quarter or an eighth. As long as you're losing, that works. You know what I'm saying? That works. If you're losing, you're still winning. Now, I think everything else stayed the same, I think. Let me see. My hips was 48. Now it's 47, so my hip ratio went down. But it's funny because I guess I'm not measuring it right, because I actually wear a size 46 in pants, but half the time they falling off if I don't wear a belt. And then I have to wear a belt and tighten the belt all the way up, because you guys, I don't like to sag, okay? I don't like sagging, okay? So, that's just me. I don't care for all that sagging the youngsters do. I just don't like it. I pull my pants up. I was always taught that way. I was taught the Old Testament way. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of funny, y'all. Probably lame, but funny. But yeah. So let me see. I hope you guys still can hear me. I'm gonna be able to get me a little mic stand and put it close to me so you can be able to hear me better. But you guys, I hope you enjoy it. Right now, I don't even know if I'm gonna do it or not. But I got a little Asian chime music in the background. I usually listen to this when I'm praying, meditation, have my spiritual connection, trying to transfer positive energy into my body, because I want to get the day started with more meditation, stretching, and positive energy. Okay, because there's so much negative out there. Sometimes it's good to surround yourself with positive energy. Also, becoming the type that, since I wanted to do that, I wanted to kind of honor the Chinese New Year. I think this is the year of the dragon coming up. And all the people who are part of Asiatic religion, spirituality, Asiatic individuals, just want to say Happy New Year. I think it's the Happy Lunar New Year. I'm not sure. But like I said, I give credit to everybody. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm a lover of all people. Okay? If you don't like that, you on the wrong channel. That's just me. So, okay. So you guys, I got a little dojo looking thing. I got an apartment in the background, and I'm saying probably because I don't actually know what I'm going to do. At the time I'm recording it, it's just a regular white background. You know what I'm saying? But I may put it in, so I'm going ahead and say it. I put it in. If I didn't, I didn't. If I did, I did. That's what you hear the music. That's why you might see the yin yang symbols around me, and I love those symbols because it's a circle, but it's not perfectly white. It's not perfectly dark. And the thing, if you think about it, the part of the white has a part of the dark in it, and then the part that's dark has a little light in it. Now, if you want to look at this as a spiritual meaning, right? Light meaning righteousness and darkness meaning wicked. Think about that in a circle of life. You have to have one to understand the other, right? You have to have dark to understand what light is. You have to have light to understand what dark is. So for those who want to walk in the light, you know what darkness is, you know to stay away from it. However, nothing is absolute and nothing is perfect. The thing I like about the yin yang sign is that where there's dark, you may say that's wickedness, but where there is dark is always a little light somewhere. No one is absolutely dark. For wherever it's a dark person, there's some light in them. However, for those who want to sit on their high horse and say, I'm all righteous and I ain't got no sins, you think that you are part of the light, and you probably be a nice, righteous individual that's living a life right. But guess what? No one is perfect. And if you see In the white part, there's a little dark. So see what I'm saying? So it's perfectly balanced. It's one circle of life that has light, has darkness, but within the darkness, there is little light. And within the light, there's a little darkness, meaning nothing is absolute. You may look at me, I don't hardly curse. I don't hardly do things. If I drink, man, it's even rarer than a blue moon. You know what I'm saying? I don't hardly drink at all. Okay. No smoking. All right. And if you see me, I'll always try to have a positive attitude. I don't disrespect individuals. I don't come on here and disrespect females. I don't really care for the music that does, but that's just the culture that we're living in today. But, I'm a whole different person. I treat people with respect. And like I told y'all, I'm trying to embrace who I am. I'm divinely autistic. You know what I'm saying? So I am embracing my autism and I'm using that to be a different person. Okay. So I'm using that to be a different person and using that for my health journey. So you guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thank y'all for joining me. And like I said, I don't care if you straight. I don't care if you gay. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what you prefer to call yourself. I don't care if you're white or you're black, who you worship, who you vote for. I don't care about none of that here. Okay. So if you want to be with all that division and what's this and who's rich and he's poor, or you vote Republican, or you vote Democrat, it's stupid. Okay. It's stupid. What I think about what's going on, I understand it, but you can't put all your faith in a man to change the country. If anything, we need to put faith in ourselves to change the country. You worrying about one man, okay? It's not going to work. And because we have, different people on both sides. I mean, the country bird is an eagle, okay? And you have a left wing. I may be doing that wrong for you. A left wing and a right wing on the same bird. So both the wings are part of the same bird, y'all. So you're not going to be able to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you want to vote, vote. That's your right to vote. If you don't want to vote, don't vote. That's also your right to vote. Sometimes I do vote. Sometimes I choose not to vote. Now, the only thing I hate about that is when I make the choice not to vote, you'll always have somebody to have something to say about that. Like, why? I mean, yes, I have the right to vote, but if I'm in a free country, I also have the right to exercise my right not to vote. Anyway, so we getting off topic here, but I just want people to know who I am, okay? I don't care about none of that. So if y'all want to ask questions, what you think about gay people? What you think I think about them? They humans just like me, right? If this is the style of life they want to live that makes them happy, then so be it. Because I live the way I want to be happy. If y'all know about Cat Williams, he said, y'all was saying this man was homophobic. He said, look, I only had an opinion. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you, I don't care what you're doing in your life because I'm too busy caring about what I'm doing in mine. Okay. And I said it, the PG version of it. But he's right. Why are we caring about what other people do with their life? If it don't affect you, it's okay. Like what I said, I don't care. I don't care who you date. I don't care nothing about all of that kind of stuff. Okay. So anyway, everybody's so division. If you on the white and you like dating black people, hey, have at it. If you black and like to date white, have at it. If you whatever race you are, want to date who you want to date, have at it. Enjoy your life. Don't let nobody put a box around you and think, well, just because you this color, you only got to marry that color or be with that color. Man, get all of that. If you straight, own it. If you gay, own it. Dude, that's your life. Enjoy your life because we only got one guaranteed life, right? So, I mean, y'all can argue about the rest. But anyway, I just spent probably 3-4 minutes on a tangent going the opposite way. But guess what? You on my channel, right? Right? My channel, my podcast, Divinely Autistic. Sometimes I'm going to go off on another tangent, might go off subject, but guess what? I keep it entertaining. Okay. Y'all, I keep admiring myself. Y'all understand that I weighed 406 pounds and I was like 57% body fat. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you where I'm at now. But I mean, when I keep looking at myself, like look at my arms, man. Look at my, I mean, if I get the good light on, look at that. you clearly can see separation coming in. So that's indicative of fat loss. Then I sit back and then I just enjoy myself. Come on, man. Like, why not love yourself? I hated myself for a long time. Y'all, I mean, people who understand what I just told y'all. I almost committed suicide, y'all. Okay? Almost. And we're gonna get to that too someday. Not gonna do it right now. But we're gonna get to that too, because I want y'all to know my life story. Because I know a lot of people who's not here today because of that. And I'm praying for my brother, Run Stoppable. I'm calling you out just like you called me out on a positive note. I love you, brother. I'm glad you did that. You turned some eyes to my channel and actually brought me 2 other subscribers to my channel from your channel, because I saw that they commented on your post. And then 2 of them came onto my thing. So I definitely appreciate that, brother. And I'm praying for you. I know what it's like to go through what you're going through, y'all. He's going through a little maybe spiritual journey. He's also going through his changing of his life. But I wanted to give him a shout out as well. Like I said, it's Queen Faith Fitness, as well as the Natty Fatty. Okay, the dude, I think he's called the Natty Fatty. He said I'm all natural, I'm all fat, but he's doing good, man. I think he's a Mexican or either Hispanic. I don't know. I'm gonna say both of them. I love that guy too. Love sister Queen Faith Fitness. She's more on the powerlifting side. Of course, me, I'm on pretty much every side. I want to give my credit to my homegirl Kira. She's been helping me with this journey too thus far. We've been friends for going on 2 years, actually in March. So I mean, like I said, she one helped me be able to eat more fruits and vegetables into my diet, fasting and things of that nature. And it definitely brought me some clarity. And you guys, you see, I'm looking good, man. I don't know how much more I can say it, but let's get back to the numbers. So now the numbers, if you look at what I've been doing really good. I weigh 308 pounds right now. I lost 13 pounds in a little bit over 4 weeks, because currently I'm on week 5 right now, but I lost it, I think, like 2 days ago. So I did 4 complete weeks and then a few days of week 5. So I haven't been doing this for a whole full 5 weeks yet. So I lost 13 pounds in a little over 13 pounds, a little bit over 4 weeks. Okay. But guess what? I did that not even doing cardio at all. I ate in between. Let me get my thing right. Okay. I ate in between 2800 to 3,000 calories. Sometimes I ventured over if I wasn't careful. And one time I got all the way to like 3,400 calories. And that was just depleted and hungry that day. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. That's only one time out of the whole week. Most time I stay between 28 to 3,000 calories. And I only lift heavy at a lot of times, right? Only lift heavy. And that's it. I did a lot of reps, did a lot of sets. You know what I'm saying? I worked out 4 times a week. No cardio whatsoever. You guys, I love boxing, but I didn't do no form of cardio, not even a treadmill, nothing like that. I wanted to see what I can do just building muscle mass and see what it actually does. And I'm going to show you exactly what it did, okay? And I didn't do no cardio, okay? Now, these are the numbers. Now watch this, guys. Man, this is the scans, and they're going to say, well, it's not completely accurate. And maybe not. But guess what? I just gave you my measurements, and you saw that the measurements did go up in certain places and went down in a lot of places, right? Now we're going to see what the scans say, and why did I go up somewhere and why did I go down somewhere? Watch this. Okay, now we're going to start with the lean body mass. Now, lean body mass is all your muscle, all your tissues that's lean. On here is the mineral, protein, and skeletal muscle, okay? I keep saying skeletal. I don't know why I keep saying that, but skeletal muscle, right? Now, lean body mass is all the tissue without the fat, okay? Now, watch this. I was, at the beginning of this journey, at 206.6 pounds. Now, this is in pounds, okay? Now, what I want to do, I know it says 0.6 and I got one that says 0.7. So I know some people will, you might want to try to like round up or round down, but I'm just going to just say what it is without the point so you can understand. This is measured in pounds. My lean body mass was 206 pounds, okay? My lean body mass now is 212. Look at that. How much is that? That's 6. According to this, I went up 6 pounds in lean body mass. It says 12.7, so it's almost 7 pounds. Now, really, it breaks it down. And the only one I want to really look at is skeletal muscle mass. Okay, my skeletal muscle mass, right, was 313 and now it is I'm sorry, God, why I keep saying 313? It's 113. I keep saying it every time, even when I was practicing this. Okay, it was 113 and now it is 117. So according to this, I gained 4 pounds of muscle, which is why y'all saw those pictures that I showed. Maybe even show it again here. Now I'm gonna explain that. The picture on me on the left side of that picture, right? That was me when I was 314 pounds. I was just now getting comfortable with showing my body, but I had made it from that time. I made it all the way down to the 270s, okay? But then I ended up getting hurt, my neck, and I rebounded all the way to the 330s. You know what I'm saying? Then I went back down to the 290s for my half marathon. And then at the beginning of this year, 321, and now I'm at 308. However, towards December, okay, and all of January, all I did was just lift heavy weights and eat more whole food, clean diet without doing cardio, okay? Especially the whole month of January, no cardio. I built lean muscle mass while burning fat. And now the picture that you saw, the picture of me standing on the right side of the screen, right? That was me at 311, okay? I weighed 311 pounds and looked like that. Because you built muscle mass while losing the body fat. And now look at you. That's 314 and that's 311. That's only 3 pound difference. But look at the body structure. Look at the recomposition. See what happens when you build muscle? When you build muscle and then burn your fat, you left behind all the extra leanness. Now I'm back to where I was, but I look even better. Y'all gotta, you gotta tell me, I'm telling you. So 4 pounds in muscle that I gained, okay? Now we're gonna go over to the body fat mass, okay? Body fat mass here says 113 again. I used to be. Now that is the subcutaneous and visceral fat. Subcutaneous is the outer layer of fat. Visceral is the inner layer by the organs, okay? Okay, subcutaneously, okay, I was at 92 pounds of outer fat. Now I'm at 84 pounds of golly. So I went from 92 to 84 pounds of outer body fat. Now remember, that's coming from the outer, your outer fat, inner fat by the organs, right? Watch this. You said these things are not that accurate, but I went from 92 to 84, and that means it's definitely a shrink in your body fat. You did see that when I read you my measurements though, didn't it? So you see a correlation between the measurements as well as the scan. The measurements show I lost inches in all the part of my abdomen. The scan saying the same thing. So if you say, well, one ain't right, but the other one right, come on, man. They both saying the same thing. Visceral fat, that is the fat on the inner. I was measured at 21 pounds on the inner fat, and now I'm at 18. So as you see, I went from 21 to 18. So that's 19, 20, 21. So that's 3. So I lost 3 pounds on the inner fat. Y'all, I'm counting out loud because I'm really not that good in math, okay? So 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. Okay. So that's 8, I think. If I'm doing my math right, I told y'all I ain't that good in math. Y'all should have seen my math scores in high school. But I just graduated though. That's all I worry about. 92 to 84. I think that's 8 pounds. So I lost 8 pounds of outer fat while losing 3 pounds of inner fat. See that? So what happened? Hold on. That's 11 pounds of fat that you lost in 4 weeks of not even doing cardio. You're just eating whole food, eating good, and doing some small bit of fasting and just lifting the weights. I still lost fat just lifting weights, but I also ate good. So you don't have to do, 2 hours of cardio per day to lose fat. You can simply eat right and build muscle, and it actually helps you burn the fat. I mean, the results don't lie. Now it did say I gained, right? I did gain I did gain lean mass of muscle, 4 pounds. When I read you my my measurements, my arm used to be 17, now it's 18. I gained size. My chest was my chest was let me look at it. My chest was 51, right? And now it's 53. So I gained some size in the chest, or at least in the thickness of my back. So when I'm standing like this and they measure me, I'm getting wider or thicker. So therefore, I gained something there too. So you're seeing a gain. I also gained a half. Okay, I didn't read that. I was 19 inches in my calves. I'm 19 and a half now. So as you see, that's a gain. So I'm gaining a half a muscle there. So, I mean, I'm gaining. For its overall body fat percentage, I was at 35% body fat. And now currently, again, this is the current numbers for February the 2nd, I'm at 32. So I lost 3% of body fat total in the 4 weeks. So y'all, I mean, I don't know what else I'm gonna tell you. Like I told you, at the highest, I was at 321. Right now, I'm at 318, and I ain't even hit full 5 weeks. I'm at 308 and haven't even hit the full 5 weeks. Okay. So, I mean, and I just now started getting back. You might see my videos. I just now started getting back boxing, started doing conditioning. So now I'm on the super part of the cut now. So I cut my calories down to 26 to 28 now, 100. I fast a little bit more now, and I'm also still lifting while doing conditioning. So I'm doing both. So my object right now, I really want to get into the 280s, but it is what it is. If I don't make it, I just don't make it. But I'm going to get there eventually, because failure ain't no option and there ain't no plan B. And I said my slogans before the end of it. But you guys, like I said, I'm glad y'all was able to hear. You saw some pictures. I'm sharing some pictures. I gave shout out to my individuals, especially Run Stoppable, man. I mean, I really did appreciate that shout out. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a person who gets emotional real quick. I don't mind crying, and I'll cry on this camera. And you guys gonna see that when I start opening up to more. Personal things, more transparency. You're gonna see I don't cry. I'm not finna edit it out either. This is my channel. You're going to see the raw me. You're going to see the raw Malik, okay? Ain't none of that editing stuff out. If I start crying, I cry. You see, I stutter sometimes. See, I just did it right there. I stutter at times. Guess what? It's there. You saw me trying to count to see how much I did. You guys, I was never really that good in math, but I had A's in all my other subjects, and I had an F in math. But I had to keep going until I finally passed with a D. Okay. When I graduated high school, I had 4 A's, man. I was in honors science. And then I had a D in math. I was never good in math, you guys. So obviously you saw I was having trouble trying to understand the numbers. So I got to count. But you think I'm going to edit that out? No, I told y'all I'm not doing that no more. I'm not editing it. I'm being me. I'm embracing me. This is my channel. Why hide who you are? People came to your channel, so you don't got to edit who you are. If you stutter. See what I'm saying? If you feeling yourself, feel yourself. I know some people say he's starting to feel himself too much. He's on his high horse. And maybe yes. But if you came from where I came from, near death, type 2 diabetic, aggressive, because I almost lost limbs, okay? Dying, ED, severe ED. Been to the lowest of the low when you don't even want to be here no more. Then you'll have something to say. I hated looking at myself. I hated myself. I hated everything about me, but nobody ever understood that. Okay. I got to the lowest you can ever get, and you can't get no lower than not wanting to be here no more. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, I was saved. My daughter saved me, and look where I'm at now, trying to slowly pick back the years that I hated myself. Now I'm starting to love myself. And of course, I'm going to start feeling myself. If you saw the picture, I'm 300 and something pounds, and I look like that. That is something worth the show. You may call it ego. You may call it feeling yourself. But where was you when I was at my lowest? You see what I'm saying? Where were you when I put a gun to my head? Where were you when I came to social media crying? Because I don't have friends. Where were you when I came crying, needing assistance, needing help, needing somebody to talk to? Where were you? You weren't there, right? There was no messages that popped in my messenger. Brother, please do this, man. Call me. Then nobody called me. Then nobody talked to me. I publicly shared what was going on with me. Nobody cared. Nobody called. Don't nobody care about you like that, man. Nobody. Where was anybody when I needed them? They weren't there. All right, there. So now that I'm on my high horse, now that I'm looking good and I'm loving myself now, don't come at me about me flexing. Don't come at me about being happy or what I work for. I work hard for this. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how hard it is to be 290 something pounds, almost 300 pounds, hiking 15 miles in the woods with a rucksack on? You know how hard it is to do a half marathon? You know how hard it is just to even get from being a diabetic with severe ED, with depression and suicidal thoughts? You know how much it took to do that? A lot of work. I'm not even finna try to get emotional right now. It took a hell ton, okay, of work to get what I did. These are just a new journey for this year. For those who've been following me, some people know on social media, I don't back down what I'm saying. I went through hell to get where I got. To lose 130 pounds, I did gain a lot back, but I'm getting back down there. Once I get down to 270s again, I'm back at my 130 pounds. But I lost 130 pounds. That ain't easy. Naturally, too. So, anyway, you guys, I'm hitting my time now. It has been 30 minutes. I thank y'all for joining me, man. Runstoppable. Like I said, I'm going to put you on my heart, man. My brother, I don't know where he's from. He's from up north, because when he talked about me, he said from Alabama down south. So obviously he talking about down south. I'm going to put them links in there. Queen Faith Fitness, the Natty Fatty. Like I said, Happy New Year to the Asians this year. You know, I don't know what they call it, but I think it's called it is now the Year of the Dragon. You guys, I did this for y'all just to have a little Asian music in the background. I love their culture. I love their literature. Man, I even read like small bits of people from Lao Tzu, Zhuangzi. These are individual ancient Asian people that may be real or not. They wrote some very beautiful philosophical works. One of them was Tao Te Ching, Tao Te Ching. I mean, man, that junk is an eye opener especially when you're looking at it in a philosophical, you know what I'm saying, way of using your energy and spiritual. So, like you guys, anyway, I'm a whole different person, y'all. I just hit my time. I don't want to hold too much. I try to do 30 minutes, 35 minutes, but it's time to go. So, thank y'all for joining me here. I'm going to do another one when when March comes. You're going to see what I did in February. Whether it went up, whether it stayed the same, whether it went down, you're going to see it all, because I want y'all to have a whole year journey of what it took for me to get to where I'm at. A whole year. Okay? So thank y'all for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see y'all with another podcast. I might have other podcasts from this, but for right now, it's a fitness journey. But a lot of times I will have just where I want to just talk. Okay. Had whatever kind of day I had or whatever kind of week I had, that's coming too. So it's not just fitness. It is going to be involved in a lot of people. Okay. And I'm getting better and better and better. And I can't wait to get warm, because I'm ready to go back outside and run. I'm ready to shed it back down, because I'm trying to get down to 250 if I can by the time we go to the beach. And we ain't probably going to the beach until September, because we like to do it when it's a little bit cheaper and it ain't so packed with all the youngsters out there, and it ain't scalding hot, but it is going into hurricane season. So you go from one problem to the next, right? But anyway, thank y'all for listening and joining. Thank y'all for the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you guys. Even if you hate me, I still love you. I'm told you I'm not about revenge. I don't care. You don't like me, I don't care. I still love you. That's how I am. Okay. So like this. If you like it, put a thumbs up. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down. You want to share a positive comment? Leave one. If you want to share a negative one, leave one. I take them all. Failure is not an option. There is no plan B. Keep banging.